And welcome inside of the Auburn Sportsplex. A happy St. Patrick's Day to you. We're going to have some fantastic Auburn lacrosse action as Auburn takes on Western Michigan. My name's Noah Phillips. Shannon Trevo next to me. Isabel Hoffman will be on the camera today. And Shannon, thank God it's not raining. Oh my gosh, it has been raining every single other time we've been out here. And it's so happy to actually see some sunlight.
Yeah, well, it still looks like we're in Ireland, even though it's not Ireland. But yeah, for my second game, I am glad there is some sun shining because last time it was pouring rain.
So you were in that fantastic Colorado game where it was pouring and windy and all of everything, and of course we had a power outage that stopped us from doing the rest of the broadcast. But it sure is a fun one here as Craig Morgan will take his position at goalkeeper, and you can hear or start to hear the two teams come alive as we'll have action coming up for you in just a bit. Reminder, folks, 15-minute clock, 80 seconds on the shot clock. Auburn will looks to carry on some momentum after beating an SELC divisional opponent in UCF, becoming 1-1 in the SELC South in the process before they carry on and have a great matchup versus Florida and USF this coming up weekend as Jake Krefitz is going to pick this faceoff off, and he's got an opportunity over to Lobato, who's going to get a backward pass, a shot that bounces off the ground, and it's going to be picked up by Auburn. Never mind, it's going to go towards the end. I could not tell who shot that, Shannon.
No, it was kind of hard to see, especially with this fence in the way, but Auburn still has the ball, it looks like. They're still in scoring position.
I believe that was Hudson Carter with the first shot of the matchup after the backwards pass from Miles Lobato. We saw a lot of that in the game this past Friday against the UCF Golden Knights.
Yeah, Hudson Carter is sitting at 9 goals on the season. He's looking to reach 10 this game. I think he can do it.
Carter will pick it up from the X, passes over to the goal line extended. Now it goes back to number 25, Ian Fitzgerald, not wearing his usual number 20. Pass back out to the top for Auburn, back to number 29, Jordan Selesny. Selesny will carry it to his right. He's got an opening. He's going to shoot, but it's going to go wide left. Auburn closest to it with 21 seconds on the shot clock. 13:56 on the game clock.
That was a good shot, just a little wide. Needed it to go short side, and I think he would have had a better shot at making that.
Fitzgerald, after a pass from Hudson Carter, goes wide left, as it'll be ruled as a pass. I think Auburn was closest to it, but either way, they're going to give it to the Broncos of Western Michigan. What? Michigan is going to miss that pass there. Auburn's going to pick it up back at midfield over to number 1, Collie Blythe. Blythe will carry it inside the attacking half. 13:26 on the game clock here in quarter number 1.
That was a really easy turnover that Western Michigan gave Auburn. Auburn should capitalize off that opportunity.
Selesny will get a long pass into number 6, Zach Jones. There is a penalty flag on the ground. I missed it. I do not know what the penalty will be, but it looks like Auburn will have the advantage here, as when Western Michigan gets the ball back, it'll be a penalty on them as Auburn's going to carry it to the right side. That's a shot, but it's going to go off the Western Michigan goalkeeper stick. That's number 35, Zach Morse, a junior from Cottage Grove, Minnesota.
Yeah, that was quite a random penalty flag. I'm not entirely sure what that one was for. Well, wasn't really involved in any of the action.
It was very at the beginning, because I know I missed it while I was looking for the action. That's penalty be on number 6, Grant Shipman. It'll be they have not put a time up, but Auburn is currently leading 98-0 on the scoreboard.
I think that's definitely a mistake. I know we haven't scored a single goal in this game so far, so I hope they fix that pretty quickly.
Auburn at the top, over to Maroney, back to Zach Jones. Jones still man up for the Auburn Tigers. Pass in the middle, goes awry. Hudeker's going to take a shot. He scores off the top of the pole. Auburn leads 1-0 on the man-up opportunity.
And that's 10 goals for Thomas Hudeker on the season. Woohoo!
And, well, they have fixed the scoreboard. It was a 30-second penalty, I believe, on Grant Shipman. But either way, Auburn comes away with a great shot and a great goal from Thomas Hudeker.
certainly was. It was well positioned, and that's a hard shot for any goalie to save, and especially those high corner shots.
Creffitz down again for the Tigers. He won the last one in spectacular fashion. This ball still on the ground. It's going to produce a scrum, but it's picked up by number 8, Hampton Yarborough. Yarborough with a long pass over number 27, Jake Creffitz, and he's going to take it around the bend. He'll find his pass to number 44, Dominic Anacarico, junior out of Niceville, Florida. As Auburn will slow this one down with 12 minutes left on the game clock. As Hudson Carter will take it around the X back over to Miles Lobato. Jackson Dedrick, he'll pass it around, as now we're on number 6, Zach Jones. Back over to Hudson Carter in the X as Auburn continues to go around the bend. Back to Dedrick, so he's going to make a move and start going towards the net. He's around the crease, but ought to pass it back out. Now back over to number 13, Chris Botchitz, who will shoot, but he cannot save it. 11:30 left to go in this first quarter.
It was a great save by Zach Morse, the Western Michigan goalie, but that shot was a little wide, so it seems reasonable that he got it.
Broncos on the attack, but the pass goes awry. That was number 15, Eric Ryland, on the pass there.
That attack felt really rushed. Like, they could have taken some time to try to get a better shot off there.
Craig Morgan carried this one out of his own crease to get this pass off, as now Auburn will take it across for S number 50, Jackson Dedrick. Long pass over to Hudson Carter. Now over to Zach Jones on the other side of the X. 10:57 left to be played in this first quarter. Auburn leads 1-0 after a shot and a goal from Thomas Hudeker. Jones. Back over to number 13, Botchich. Botchich over to Dedrick, who has to jump for that pass.
That's a great catch.
Dedrick takes it to his left. He's looking for an opportunity. Back to number 5, who's going to shoot, but he's going to get blocked at the line. That was number 5, Miles Lobato, with the shot, but he picks it back up, as this one's going to be picked up again by Auburn. Back to number 6, Zach Jones, as they're going to rule this one dead. And I think they're going to say number 4, Hudson Carter, crossed the crease line.
That's an automatic turnover in lacrosse when you cross the crease, and even if you score, if you touch the crease, the goal doesn't count. So
Auburn in the icy whites with the blue helmet. The Western Michigan Broncos in the brown with the white helmet. And I must say, I love the uniform combination from the Western Michigan. I am a sucker for some brown uniforms. Them and, like, Wyoming are the only teams that I've seen have good ones. But, oh, my gosh, when you pull it off, it looks absolutely fantastic. 9:40 left in this first quarter as Western Michigan is on the attack. That's number 6, Grant Shipman, who had that one. Western Michigan carries it across the X, taking a lot of fire from a long stick. He's going to shoot, but it goes wide right. And I think they're going to call it. Stood on the crease. I think that was number 6, Grant Shipman, again, with the shot.
he's been taking a lot of the action for Western Michigan. He has 5 goals for Western Michigan this season.
Anacarico shoots and scores. Sorry to cut you off there, Shannon. But Anacarico with a coast-to-coast opportunity just flicks it a little bit too far left.
Yeah, it's all right. No, that was a quick turnaround, but Auburn looks to still have the ball.
Auburn player was closest to it. You'll see that a lot from Anacarico. He's a big man that likes to make big plays, especially in the coast-to-coast opportunities.
That's a good opportunity to get a goal. If you can get some one-on-one action, especially with the coast-to-coast when the other team's in transition.
Auburn takes a shot, but it's off the stick of the Western Michigan goalkeeper. Ball still on the ground around the crease. This one is going to go awry and picked up by the Broncos with 8:42 left to be played. Sorry, I keep cutting you off, Shannon.
It's good.
The action's so hot.
It is. I mean, Auburn keeps hitting the Western Michigan goalie in the foot, so they got to get a little better in their accuracy, I think.
They are definitely trying to get something low and away, the opposite of that goal by Hudeker earlier on in this matchup, as this scrum is going to be won by Western Michigan, but it's still on the ground. Auburn has an opportunity here. That's number 45, Eamon Cummins, who's going to pick that ball up for the Tigers. Craig Morgan with a long pass over to number 3, Casey Linchoni. Linchoni makes a move to his left, and he'll cross half court or half field. Back over to Zach Jones. 7:58 left to be played in this first quarter. Ian Fitzgerald wearing 25, not his usual 20. I know that's going to take me at least 8 games to get used to.
What happened to his usual 20 jersey?
We're not going to answer that question. Auburn takes it from the top. He's going to move to his left. That is number 32, Andrew Luff. Luff, he'll give it back out the top of the key as Ian Fitzgerald is going to spin to his left, looking for a pass. He finds someone, Miles Lobato, can't look it in to his stick. Lobato takes it to his left. He's going to be around the crease now for Hudson Carter. Carter from behind the goal on the X. Long pass inside to the crease. That's Miles Lobato with a shot and a score. 2-0. Auburn leads 7-12 here early on in this matchup.
The goal by Miles Lobato. He also reaches 10 goals for the season, and that again was another shot high, which seems to be working for Auburn instead of these repeated low shots to the ground.
Indeed it is. Might be a little bit passage and break here as the goalkeeper is currently on one knee. I think he's tightening up his helmet. I got worried there for a moment, but everything looks to be right as rain as he stands back up, puts his helmet back on, brushes back the hair just a little bit too, so make sure it doesn't get in his eyes.
Yeah, luckily it's not football where you have to go off the field if your helmet comes off, so the game can pick up pretty quickly.
Right where it left off. Reminder to be number 27, Jake Krefitz, and number 20, Mitch Ramsdell, a junior face-off specialist from Battle Creek, Minnesota, Michigan, who picks this one up as Krefitz gets a pass off to Miles Lobato. He gets it off to Hudson Carter, but that's off the stick. Carter behind the back spin move. Don't really know how to describe it, but he's going to score one there. 3-0 Auburn leads.
I think a behind-the-back spin move is a perfectly way to describe it. He got I guess it would be like the rebound off the initial shot and came away with the goal.
Yeah, that was poetry in motion, maybe would be the best way to describe it. Just a great working ball there, some passes over to Hudson Carter, who takes a shot, gets a rebound, and does something with it. Does some black magic. How about that? His ball picked up by the Auburn Tigers. He's going to get a run here. That's number 55, Caleb Karanka. Karanka will take it all the way around the bend as he'll pass it on to the goal line, extended for Miles Lobato. Lobato back over to number 4, Hudson Carter. Carter, 6:38. Auburn leads 3-0 here in the Auburn Sportsplex against Western Michigan, the Western Michigan Broncos. Reminder, folks, you're watching this on WEGL 91.1 FM's YouTube channel as Dedrick's going to carry this to his right. He's going to shoot, and that's going to hit the back of the net and score. There's your ground shot, Shannon. 4-0. Auburn
yeah, that's
leads.
the first one that seems like it successfully went in the net, even though it kind of bounced out. But that definitely went in. You can see it hit the back of the net pretty easily. And Auburn is well in control of this game.
Dedrick, a freshman from Onley, Maryland, taking the long shot there, took a bounce and hit the net.
Yeah, my native state, and the state sport of Maryland is lacrosse. So, I mean, I guess it makes sense.
As this face-off is going to be ruled dead and awarded to the Broncos. This will be their first face-off win of the matchup. 6:20 let's be played in this first quarter.
See if the Broncos can get a goal on this run. Maybe make this game a little bit more exciting.
We haven't got to see a lot of their offensive power so far. That shot is going to hit the back of the net. As I was speaking, number 15, Eric Ryan, a sophomore from Grand Rapids, Michigan, takes a shot and makes it a great just 1-2 punch, receiving that pass to make it 4-1.
That was a great angle for the shot. I mean, he was straight on, and those straight-on shots, you've got a lot of net to work with, so those are pretty easy to get in the back.
6 minutes, 4 seconds left in this first quarter. We do want to thank everybody that's listening to us right now. We know there's a whole host of sports going on. Of course, softball on WEGL 91.1 FM, Auburn baseball on the Auburn Sports Network as well as Auburn playing Michigan in the SEC championship. I'll try to get some score updates as this game carries on.
I think you mean Florida, not Michigan, in the SEC championship.
You know what I mean, folks. Of course, you can listen to those games on the Auburn Sports Network, just like how you can listen to Auburn softball as well, not only on WEGL 91.1 FM, but however you get your dose of the Auburn Sports Network. Zach Jones will carry this up from the goal line extended. Back over to number 10, Maroney. Maroney, he's been quiet for the past couple days as Hudson Carter's going to shoot that. Great pass and shoot, but it goes awry. 5:24, 44 seconds on the game clock.
That was a great shot, had a lot of speed on it, but just not quite accurate enough to go in the back of the net.
Zach Jones over to Maroney. Back over to number 4, Hudson Carter. Back over to number 5, Miles Lobato. Back over to number 36, Nathan Zonrich. Maroney looks for a shot, but he can't get it. I think that hit the stick and bounced right of the Bronco goalkeeper, number 35, Zach Morse. 4:59, just under 5 minutes left in this first quarter.
And there's been a lot of scoring in this game so far. It makes
Lobato takes a shot, but it's saved. Another ground shot there by the Tigers that's picked up.
Yeah, I think the Tigers need to continue working with those higher shots. They've got 3 high shots in, 1 low.
Western Michigan will carry this into their attacking half of the field. They'll carry it out, though, and try to set up an offensive possession. Bronco from the goal line extended. He's taking some hitting. That's number 45, Eamon Cummings. Oh, that ball is loose. Ground ball opportunity now for the Auburn Tigers. Auburn's going to pick this one up. That's number 3, Casey Linshoni. A great play from number 45, Eamon Cummins, as they'll look to turn offense or defense into offense. Back over to number 2, Bradley Meach, and he's going to score one, a senior from Ashburn, Virginia. I believe that's his first of the season. 5-1 Auburn leads.
That is his first of the season, and that was another ground shot. That was a great run by Auburn. Great transition from defense to offense. That's perfect lacrosse, basically.
The Broncos are going to take a timeout, and we're going to take one with them. You're watching as Auburn leads 5-1 here on WEGL 91.1 FM's YouTube channel. Thank you, and we'll be back just after this. And welcome back inside the Auburn Sportsplex. Auburn leads 5-1 with 4 minutes and 8 seconds left in this first quarter. It is a beautiful day for lacrosse. Noah Phillips, Shannon Turbo on my right, or left, excuse me, and on my right, our camerawoman for today is Belle Hoffman. Shannon, what have you seen so far? We talked about the ground shots, and we've talked about how Auburn has scored more on the upper shots, but what do you look to see Auburn do here?
Honestly, Auburn's doing pretty well with the scoring. Their offense has definitely been very successful, and mostly on the defensive end, they've been preventing Western Michigan from getting any real shots off. But I think Auburn needs to maybe slow down the tempo just a little bit, just to keep Western Michigan from having a chance to get back in this
Hudson
game.
Carter over to Miles Lobato, who's going to shoot, but a fantastic save. Collie Blythe set that offensive possession up, but fantastic save by the Western Michigan goalkeeper, number 35.
That was certainly a great shot, great save by the Western Michigan goalie, and that was a pretty tough save to make.
Definitely. I mean, I wouldn't have the reaction time to be able to get that stick up in time for, I believe it was Miles Lobato or Zach Jones with the shot, 5 or 6. You can't really tell the difference, folks. Western Michigan carries it inside the crease. They're not going to take the shot. They're looking for something across the middle. They can't find it. Now over to number 4, Frankie Annis. Annis will take it to his left. Long pass back to the crease. They're in the crease trying to find something, but they just cannot get past a stout inner Auburn defense.
Yeah, that inner Auburn defense has been successful in preventing Western Michigan from really getting close to the goal. Their one goal was from a good probably 10 to 15 feet outside of the...
Shipman will take a shot, and he'll score.
Nice shot.
On the run, no less. 5-2 is your score now after Shipman makes a running shot with 2:50 left. I'm sorry I keep cutting you off, Shannon.
It's good. No, but that shot by Shipman was again from pretty far out. So Auburn's doing well in packing that crease area, but when Western Michigan's been getting some shots outside, they've been pretty lucky so far.
Referees whistle, and away we go. This one is going way back towards Auburn's attacking third. This ball's still on the ground. They're going to rule it dead. I think they're going to give it to the Broncos. No, excuse me, they'll give it to the Auburn Tigers, as it'll be number 3, Casey Linshoni, captain of this Auburn Tiger team. We'll start this one off from the logo. 2:35 left in this first quarter. Auburn leads 5-2. Ground ball pass over to number 32, Andrew Luff, a freshman from Charlotte, North Carolina. As we'll pick it up with Zach Jones from the goal line extended. Back over to number 29, Jordan Selesky. Back over now to Andrew Luff. Long pass over to Ian Fitzgerald as Hudson Carter will take it around the crease. Pass hits the ground a couple times and loses itself in front of number 32, Andrew Luff. But great play there from number 50. Can't get a number 24. Reese DeFlippis to come up and make a pass there to keep it inside the attacking third. As Auburn now long pass over to Fitzgerald, dunks it off but goes over the net. Picked up again by Miles Lobato. 16 seconds on the shot clock. Lobato over to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald back to Luff. Luff on the run now. He'll carry it to his right. Spin move, but he's going to lose it with 7 seconds on the shot clock as the Broncos will pick this one up with 1:26 left to be played in the first quarter. Shot clock does not matter anymore. We are off game clock. Around the crease now for the Western Michigan Broncos. That's number 24, Chris Vostel. Vostel passes it back out to number 18, Logan Saminsky. Penalty flag is up in the air. Don't know exactly who was on, but it'll be advantage for the Western Michigan Broncos as Howard McCollum, a senior from Michigan, will take this one.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what that penalty flag was for, just like the one from earlier. It's kind of hard to tell what these penalties are for. They're not really telling us.
Indeed, and it's hard to keep up with the action as well, as this ball is lost, but it'll be Western Michigan with a man-up opportunity with 40 seconds on the game clock.
It looks like there was a second penalty flag maybe thrown by a different referee. It could be for the same penalty, but kind of hard to tell at this point.
The referee is so far away when he makes these calls because, of course, the scoreboard, scorer's table is on the other side. And I have 20/25 vision. That 5 instead of 20 on my right eye comes in moments like this.
I think I'm on the same, except my left eye is worse than my right eye. So
Penalty will be on number 29, Jordan Selesky. 30-second penalty. 40 seconds on the game clock. Western Michigan has an opportunity to make it 5-3. Michigan from the top of the key. That's number 6, Grant Shipman. He got one earlier. Shipman from the top. Passes it over to number 42, Brian Betchel. Betchel back to number 4, Frankie, who's going to take a shot there, was number 24, Chris Vostel, a senior. Cannot score that one from Plymouth, Michigan. 19 seconds left on the game clock. Auburn will be a man down for 10 more seconds.
It's got 19 seconds to get a goal. Let's see if they can go coast to coast and get one to end this first quarter.
Fitzgerald on the run, back to Even Stevens with 5 seconds left in this first quarter. Now over to Selesli, who's going to take a long shot, but it'll go wide right. With 0.1 left on the game clock, you just heard the buzzer. They went ahead and let it end. Do not go anywhere, folks. We're going to have second quarter action when we come back just after this. You're watching WEGL 91.1 FM. Hello and welcome back into the Auburn Sportsplex. A happy St. Patrick's Day to you all. Noah Phillips, Shannon Turvo, Isabel Hoffman on the camera. A little bit of a score update for you. The Auburn Tigers currently up 12-6 on Florida in the SEC Championship. But right now, Auburn leads 5-2 here in the Auburn Sportsplex against West Michigan.
Auburn's been having a lot of success with getting the ball to reach the back of the net, but Western Michigan could come back.
Crefetz over to number 5, Lobato. Back to Hudson Carter. He gets some long pass to number 3, Casey Linchoni. This ground ball is going to result in Western Michigan picking it up and going the other way.
Auburn has got to stop these low shots. They don't seem to be working very well for them.
The Western Michigan Broncos will pick this one up. They'll carry it into their attacking third. That's number 24, Chris Vostel. Or excuse me, number 14, Evan Shelby, a freshman. Back to number 6, Grant Shipman. They'll carry it around the bend now for number 4, Frankie Annis. Annis will carry it to his right. He's going to shoot, but it's saved by Craig Morgan. Even makes the catch with it as well.
That was a great save by Morgan, but the shot was going wide, so I don't think it would end up in the back of the net quite yet.
And Carrico can't catch that one. That was behind him. 13:55 left in this second quarter. Auburn leads 5-2 as Western Michigan will pick this one up as they look to trim down that deficit.
I mean, they did a good job to cut it to 3 at the end of the first quarter, so I mean, if they can get a goal pretty early in the second one, it could be a game.
Jordan Cortez will carry this across. He's going to take a big hit from Dominic Anacarico. Now he's around the crease. Long pass over to number 14, Evan Shelby. He's going to carry it to his right as he's going to lose it. Ground ball opportunity now, as this one is still on the ground, but it's picked up by Eamon Cummins. He's got an opportunity. He's got it with that long stick of his. 13:08 left in this second quarter. Long pass to Dominic Ancarico. He's going to jump for it. Big man with a plan here. He'll carry it over to number 3, Casey Linchoni. Back to number 5, Miles Lobato. Lobato over to number 4, Hudson Carter. Back to number 6, Zach Jones on the goal line extended. Ian Fitzgerald, number 25, usually number 20. Long pass over to number 29, Jordan Selesky. Fitzgerald takes it back, though, across the middle, over to number 5, Hudson Carter. Hudson Carter takes this one around the crease to Zach Jones, who's going to shoot right into the net of the waiting stick at number 35, Zach Morse.
That was a bit of a long shot. Didn't have a high percentage of going in. Ooh.
That's a hard hit there from Miles Lobato as he's got an opportunity. Some Western Michigan players out of position, but the pass goes awry to number 4, Hudson Carter, as this one is going to be picked up by Western Michigan. That was number 2, Orion Luda, with a great hustle play to get that one before it went out of bounds.
Yeah, the pass was slightly behind Hudson Carter. And
Zach Jones over to Hudson Carter, who's going to shoot, but he's going to lose it. Think tried to go behind the back there as this one is picked up by the Broncos. 11:34 left in the second quarter.
Yeah, it looked like Hudson Carter was trying to be a little too tricky with that shot. I think a straight-on shot instead of a behind-the-back shot might have been a little bit easier and might have been the smarter play to make.
Western Michigan goes across the bend now. They're at the goal line extended. That's number 48, Aaron Ellsworth. He's going to continuously carry it along the right to the left side past the number 4, Annis. He's looking to get an opportunity here. Big hits from Auburn. This ball's on the ground again. Still on the ground as there's a penalty flag. Western Michigan will be a man up with 11:01 left in the second quarter.
Yeah, Auburn's defense is being very aggressive, especially once Western Michigan makes it into their attacking third. But I think that's the cause of the penalty flag this time.
(5-2) is still your score. Western Michigan is not a man up. They decided to not enforce a penalty there, as Michigan will take it across Howard McCollum. Take it into the X. He's going to take it around the crease. He's going to battle some adversity, but he's going to shoot, and it'll go wide left, but it's picked up again by a Western Michigan player, number 24, Vostel. Vostel will shoot, but it's into the waiting net of Craig Morgan.
Yeah. Neither Western Michigan nor Auburn has gotten a goal yet this quarter, but looks like it could happen soon.
Number 26, Jack Slack. He'll pass it on to number 5, Miles Lobato, over to number 4, Hudson Carter. Zach Jones now. Back to Carter. 2 players in the X for the Auburn Tigers. Or behind goal, excuse me. Long pass now to Ian Fitzgerald. Caught quite easily. Jordan Selesky. Back to Fitzgerald. Something out of a Great Gatsby book. He's going to cut to his left, back to Hudson Carter, over to Zach Jones. 2 players again in the X for the Auburn Tigers. Now back to number 29, Jordan Selesky. He's going to make a run. Over to number 13, Chris Botches, who can't look it into his stick as he's going to lose it. This one teetering on the outside, but it's picked up. This ball still on the ground. Over around the pylon, 15 seconds on the shot clock. Great play there from number 16, Freddie William, for the Broncos.
Yeah, the defense from both teams this quarter has been very aggressive and very successful. Neither team has been having success in the attacking third.
Carter spins a couple times, gets a pass off around to the middle. Chris Botches will shoot, but it's saved. 6 seconds on the shot clock there for the Auburn Tigers. 9:14 left in second quarter.
Both Zach Morse for Western Michigan and Craig Morgan for Auburn are having some successful days in goal right now in the second quarter. Neither one has allowed a single shot in the net.
Western Michigan carries it into their attacking third. That's Grant Shipman. Shipman over to number 14, makes a long pass to Evan Shelby. Nearly can't look it in. Now back over to number 6, Grant Shipman, who's going to shoot a ground shot, but it goes over the net. Western Michigan closest to it, 8:40 left in the second quarter.
Yeah, that bounce on that shot just went right over the net. Had a lot of hops in it.
Western Michigan takes a shot that goes over the net again. And a little bit of a score update for you. Just finished up at Jane B. Moore Field. Auburn 2, Arkansas 1. Auburn avoids the sweep as Maddie Pinta sets the Auburn softball career wins record with her 68th win today. Auburn maybe looking to recreate a little bit of that success. Casey Linshoney takes it into the attacking third for the Tigers. Over to Zach Jones. Jones back to number 5, Miles Lobato. Or excuse me, back to Jackson Derrick. Derrick. Over to number 5, Lobato. Back to number 77, Hudaker. Hudaker is going to run this one in. He's got a pass back to the X for number 6, Zach Jones. Back to number 4, Hudson Carter. Back to Derrick. Derrick, he'll carry it to his right. He's taking a little bit of pressure. He goes back to his left. Has an opportunity to pass it back to number 5, Lobato, who's going to shoot, but it's saved again by Western Michigan. We're having a little bit of a goalie standoff here in the second quarter.
I think we are having a goalie standoff. I mean, both goalies seem to not want to be the one to let the first goal in the second quarter.
Goalie for the Broncos, Zach Morris, a junior from Cottage Grove, Minnesota. Western Michigan in on goal now. He's going to take a big hit, and that's a penalty flag up in the air. It goes out of bounds. Auburn should be a man down with 7:08 left in this second quarter. They do lead 5-2. Waiting to get the call. Looks like it'll be on number 1, Collie Blythe, a senior right here in Auburn, Alabama. 7:08, it'll be a full 1-minute penalty for the Auburn Tigers. They'll be a man down.
This would be a great opportunity for Western Michigan to start cutting down on this Auburn lead. But I don't know, with the way the goalies have been playing, I wouldn't put my hopes on a goal making it into the back of the net.
Western Michigan continuously passing it around, maybe looking for something a little bit higher on this man-up opportunity, but that ball was lost. Auburn can't capitalize on it, though, with the man-down situation they're in. That ball goes awry. This one will be picked up by Zach Jones as they're going to call over and back. He'll have to wait a little bit. There's the referee's whistle again, as Jones will have it with 6:35 on the game clock and 26 seconds on the penalty clock. Great job there by the penalty killers of the Auburn Tigers as that pass went awry.
Yeah, that was a great opportunity for Auburn's defense to capitalize, and now they can slow the tempo down and wait for this penalty clock to run out.
7 seconds, slowly bleeding away as Auburn takes this one into their attacking third for number 5, Miles Lobato. Hudson Carter, as Collie Blythe has served his time in the box. As this pass goes awry, Ian Fitzgerald can't look it into his stick as the Broncos are going to lose it themselves. Hey, ooh. Yeah, that stick might have got underneath the leg of number 48, Aaron Ellsworth. Just a small bit. West Michigan in on goal. Cannot be a goal, though, as Craig Morgan makes another incredible save. Now back to number 26, Jake Slack.
What?
Auburn picks this one up. Chris Botchich carries it in for the Auburn Tigers. 5:16 left in the second quarter. Hudson Carter back over to number 5, Miles Lobato. Ian Fitzgerald back to number 13, Bocic.
And there are still no goals in this second quarter. Hopefully Auburn can turn it around pretty quickly and get something in the back of the net before this quarter
Fitzgerald
ends.
jumps for that one over to Jordan Selesky. Here's your shot here. Cannot find it. Sorry again to cut you off. Thought we had a shot there as Hudson Carter takes it around the crease. Back now to Selesky, who's going to shoot but goes wide left. 20 seconds on the shot clock. 4:43 on the game clock. Auburn leads 5-2 again, as you said. No goals in this second quarter, despite there being 7 in the first.
You got to give credit to both goalies and the defense.
That pass is lost. Lobato tried to find number 6, Zach Jones, but it's just a little bit too tall.
Yeah, I think he lost his stick in there, too. I think he dropped it.
Western Michigan loses a pass, but they'll gain it back. 4:15 on this glorious St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah, but I don't think the luck of the Irish is with both offenses this quarter.
No, they are not. We have the luck of the Irish, as it's not raining.
That's
where the luck of the Irish comes in.
Yeah, that's very true. I mean, I'll take it with the no rain, but I would like to see some action. At this point, I don't really care who scores. I just want one goal this second quarter.
It's great defensive action, Shannon, as that shot goes wide left again, as Western Michigan nor Auburn can find the back of the net in this second quarter. 3:43 is all we have left in this second quarter, as a matter of fact. Michigan can't find an opportunity to pass, as that's a late hit. Penalty flag is in the air. Back over. Auburn will be a man up if they can get to this ball, or it goes out of bounds. Or excuse me, Auburn will be a man down, as there's the referee's whistle.
Auburn's defense has been very aggressive, but I mean, that has not paid off very well, especially with some of these penalties that have hit Auburn lately.
Call will be on Eamon Cummins, a sophomore defender from Marietta, Georgia. 1 minute penalty, 3:25 on the game clock. It's the referee's whistle, and away we go. From the goal line extended is where we'll pick up the action. Western Michigan still going around the bend. A long shot, but it's saved again by Craig Morgan on the low one. That was number 6, Grant Shipman for the Broncos. And Carrico, he's on the run of a lifetime, though. He heard the bell as he is a racehorse. Has an opportunity here to shoot, and he'll dunk it. 6-2 is your score as Dominic Anacarico decides to do it himself.
That's right, as the clock hits 3 minutes remaining in this quarter, so we went 12 minutes without a single goal.
Indeed, but it was not through a lack of trying or a lack of effort from both teams' defensive. It has been a fantastic day, or a fantastic second quarter, rather, if you like to watch some good old lacrosse defensive action.
It certainly was, and both goalies saved some pretty tricky shots, I would say, from both offenses. So, but it is nice to see a goal to end the second quarter, basically.
36 seconds on the penalty clock. Eamon Cummins still, is Auburn still a man down. This ball reduces a scrum, as it's going to be won by Western Michigan. Broncos will get a pass off. They're still a man up. They need something big here. 20 seconds on the penalty clock. 2:43 on the game clock. That's the pass right there that could set them up. Over to number 18, Logan Saminsky. Saminsky passes over to number 4, Frankie Annis. Annis, he'll pick it up with 3 seconds on the penalty clock. There's the penalty. It's over. Penalty killers have an opportunity to get back to even Stevens. 2:19 left in this second quarter. Auburn leads 6-2.
I would think Western Michigan would want to get at least one goal before the end of the quarter, keep it within 3 to start the second half. Be a good position for Western Michigan, I would say, even though coming down from 4 is kind of tricky.
That's number 48, Aaron Ellsworth. He'll get a pass off to number 14, Evan Shelby. Back to pass, and that's a goal there for number 6, Grant Shipman, the junior out of Minnesota.
I believe that's his second goal of the game. He's on his way to a hat trick.
He is indeed, and he just took that one to the hole as much as he could.
Yeah, he went right up the middle. I mean, that was a great shot from Shipman.
1:51 left in this second period after the goal from Grant Shipman. Auburn still leads 6-3. Would like to throw out there that to all the Western Michigan fans that are watching this matchup, it took me a long time to find a good photo of your logo to use in our scorebook. This ball still on the ground, but it's going to be picked up by Jake Krefitz. Krefitz takes a big hit and loses it. He still picks it up, though. He's going to receive a screen and passes it over to number 8, Hampton Yarborough. Yarborough over to number 6, Zach Jones. You heard somebody in the stand say, take it like the champ, and Jake Krefitz certainly did that. 5, Miles Lobato will take it from the goal line extended. 61 seconds on the shot clock, 1:22 left on the game clock as that ball is out. A long pass that goes up in the air. They're fighting for it. Eamon Cummins can't find it. That's over to number 24, Chris Vostel with the box out, but that shot goes awry for number 12, Matto Brosco, another player from Michigan. And you can hear some referees whistle, and I think they're going to take a timeout over on the Broncos side. Thank you for watching us so far, folks. We're going to take a quick break whenever they get back at a timeout. 1:03 left here in the second quarter. Auburn leads 6-3. You're watching WEGL 91.1 FM's YouTube channel. And welcome back inside the Auburn Sportsplex. 1 minute, 3 seconds is all that's left here in the second period. Auburn leads 6-3. We've seen 2 goals so far in the second quarter. My name's Noah Phillips. Shannon Trevo on my left. Isabel Hoffman on the cameras as they're going to take this one out of the X. As this ball is still on the ground being fought for, Eamon Cummins trying to get as much contact as he can give out. 49 seconds on the game clock, 54 on the shot clock. Only game clock matters now. This ball on the ground again, producing a scrum. Picked up by number 4, Frankie Annis. Annis is going to carry this around. He'll get a screen. He'll take it to his right. He's got a little bit of open running room. He's going to pass back to the X. Probably should have taken a shot there. 24 seconds on the game clock. Long takes a fake shot. This ball is going to produce itself in a ground ball picked up by Cummins as there's penalty flags on the ground. Do not know who exactly it was on. I was too focused on watching the ball.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure who this penalty is going to be on either. Both teams seem to be doing a little bit of back and forth, pushing and shoving. But, I mean, that's lacrosse. There's going to be some pushing and shoving.
It is indeed, and I am not a referee. I am just a small-town bird lawyer. So I do not know entirely what's going on inside of their heads. I told Shannon and Isabel I was going to use that before coming to the fields today.
I think that was a pretty good timing on that statement.
16 seconds. Coach JJ just said something to the referees. It made me laugh, I know. It'll be number 24, it looks like, for the Auburn Tigers to serve this penalty. Reese DeFlippis, a freshman from Sugar Hill, Georgia. 30-second penalty, 16 seconds on the game clock. Western Michigan has an opportunity to cut the lead to 2. They'll need to set something up in this man-up opportunity. 5 seconds. It's number 6, Grant Shipman. He takes his run in. He's not going to shoot as the buzzer sounds, and we're off to halftime, folks. Auburn leads 6-3 here at the Auburn Sportsplex. Thank you for listening to us so far. We'll be back in just a moment with some second half action here on WEGL 91.1 FM's YouTube channel. As Tom T. Hall once said, it does a man no good to pray for peace and rain. We have not been praying for peace and rain either. We've been praying for peace and sunshine, and we've finally got it here at the Auburn Sportsplex. Auburn leads 6-3 over Western Michigan as the clock continues to wind down here on halftime. Noah Phillips, Shannon Trevo, Isabel Hoffman will be on the camera in just a moment or two. I'm sorry for quoting so many old country songs. Shannon, what have you seen so far, and what would you like to see out of both teams coming up here in the third quarter?
Well, the first quarter was filled with quite a lot of offensive action, and the second quarter was filled with a lot of defensive action. So maybe I would like a little bit of a mix in this third and fourth quarter. You know, maybe some offense, maybe some defense, not just all offense or all defense. Can I get a mix? Is that possible?
And as you brought up, only 2 goals scored in that second quarter, one by Auburn and one by Western Michigan. 13 seconds, Western Michigan will be a man up, so they have advantage here, as that's why you saw them get the ball first. As number 6, Grant Shipman, a goal scorer from earlier, he's looking for a hat trick today. Western Michigan goes around the bend. That's a shot, and that is over the net. Auburn should be closest to it, and they are. That was number 19, Derek DeAngles, a captain of this Auburn Tiger team, a junior from Monroe, Connecticut.
Ooh, that was a not so great pass by Auburn, and they turn it right back over to Western Michigan.
Both teams back to even Stevens. 14:30 left in this matchup. 30 seconds has elapsed, and it'll be Western Michigan ball here at the Auburn Sportsplex as I readjust my headset as that ground ball is picked up by the Auburn Tigers. Now back over to number 18, Ethan Pustizi. He makes a long pass. This ball is going to be picked up by Dominic Anacarico after a spin pass from number 8, Hampton Yarborough. Be Anacarico carrying it around the crease over to the X and making a long pass over to number 29, Jordan Selez.
Both teams seem to be favoring this around the crease motion, and it's kind of funny.
Now back over to number 13, Chris Bocic. He'll give it to Ian Fitzgerald. Hill's going to carry it to his left. He's got an opportunity to pass to Hudson Carter. Zach Jones from the goal line extended. He'll cut inside. He's going to shoot, and that's going to be off the chest plate of the Western Michigan goalkeeper, number 35, Zach Morse.
It was not a well-aimed shot, but, I mean, it was a good save by Zach Morris to get that ball back to Western Michigan.
Western Michigan. That's a hit on the goalkeeper. This ball's lost. Kick ball off the knee. This one will be picked up by number 4, Frankie Annis, on nearly over by the crease, but he can't get to the spot in time as number 18, Ethan Bustini, makes a run back to stop the Bronco attack. 12:50 left in this third quarter. 42 seconds on the shot clock. Long pass over to number 15, Eric Ryan. Now back to number 10, Howard McCollum. McCollum looking to get his first goal of the day and the fourth one for these Broncos to cut the lead to 2.
If Western Michigan can cut this thing to 2, we're in a ball game.
This ball nearly goes over the line as number 4, Annis, has to make a jump for it. He's going to cut to his left. Pass to the middle is a shot, and that is a goal for number 48, Aaron Ellsworth, a freshman midfielder. Makes it 6-4.
That was a great shot, a great run by Western Michigan, and they got Aaron Ellsworth right at straight on shot, and I mean those are pretty easy to make. You've got a lot of options on where to shoot, and he put it in the back of the net.
12-17 left in this third quarter. Still Jake Krefitz inside of the circle today for the Tigers on faceoffs. This one is going to be won by number 20, Mitch Ramsdell for the Broncos. Long pass inside the attacking half for Western Michigan as they've got an opportunity to cut it to 1. In this third quarter, 12 minutes left to be played.
Yeah, Auburn hasn't really had much success on the offensive side of the field since the first quarter where they scored 5 goals. But, I mean, they still have the lead, so it's not panic mode yet, but Western Michigan has been slowly and surely cutting away at this Auburn lead.
Western Michigan on the run now. That's number 14, Shelby. He's going to shoot, but it'll go wide and maybe a little bit too high. Michigan closest to it, though. 44 seconds on the shot clock. From the X, that's number 24, Vostel. Vostel carries it inside the crease. He's spinning. He's going to lose it. This ball still on the ground. Enriqueta will make a run for it, but he's not in the right place at the right time. And it's the freshman attacker. Will pass this one off to number 6, Shipman. He's looking for a hat trick for the Western Michigan Broncos. He'll carry back out as Michigan's going to slow this down like an 80s wrestling match with 20 seconds on the shot clock. Michigan carries it to the left side. Back to number 44, Jordan Corditz. That pass to number 6, Shipman, cannot be received. But Annis is going to pick this one up. Going across the middle, that's a shot, but it's blocked by Craig Morgan with 6 seconds on the shot clock. 10:50 left on the game clock.
It was a good stop by Craig Morgan to keep Western Michigan from cutting this lead to 1 and giving Western Michigan a shot.
Casey Linchoni gets a pass off as Auburn will carry it around the crease and into the X to try to set something up.
Yeah, Auburn seems to favor this around the crease passing. They've done it on most of their possessions, if not all of them.
Back over number 29, Jordan Selesli. Selesli passes over to Lobato. Lobato back to Jones. Hudson Carter in the middle. Fitzgerald over to Selesli. Selesli. He's going to cut to his left. He's going to take a shot, but it goes wide left. 10 minutes, 4 seconds on the game clock. Auburn leads 6-4 over Western Michigan. Auburn in a dogfight. Back to number 13, Chris Botchitz. Botchitz goes to his left. Pass now to number 29, Jordan Selesli. Selesli fakes a shot over to Hudson Carter. Carter takes it to number 6, Zach Jones. Jones carries it to his left. Spin move, shot in perfection. Top right post makes it 7-4, and that one was fantastic by Zach Jones.
Yeah, he slipped that one right past the goalie. I mean, that was a short side, upper corner. I mean, that was perfect. I think that slipped right in. Like, that was a very narrow window for him to get that, for Zach Jones to get the ball in the net, and he put it in beautifully.
.940 left to be played in this third quarter as Krefitz is going to attempt a box out. This one's still on the ground for a scrum. This one is going to bounce past towards the half-field line. This ball on the ground, though. Number 26, Jack Slack, is going to take it. He's going to get a pass off to number 6, Zach Jones, who will shoot, but it's the Western Michigan goalkeeper having to dip down to his knees there to make that save.
It's these low shots. Auburn has made most of the shots when they're shooting just below the crossbar. But
Zach Jones looking for another one here. He picks it up. Pass to Hudson Carter, who will shoot, and he'll dunk it off. 8-4 is your score. 8:56 on the game clock after Hudson Carter dunks one in.
That is Hudson Carter's 10th goal of this season. Quite a few of Auburn's players have now crossed the 10-goal benchmark for the season. It's fun.
New face-off specialist in the game for the Auburn Tigers, Aiden Garrett, number 22, a freshman out of Pennsylvania, will take this one. This ball's on the ground. It's picked up by Garrett. That's a long pass over number 6, Zach Jones. Can't look it in to his stick. Had to jump for it. 8:47. Back to number 3. Casey Linchoni will go wide left on that shot. Western Michigan closest to it.
Yeah, those were two quick goals, though, by Auburn, and they're able to extend this lead back out to 4.
8:32 left in this third quarter. Reminder, folks, we don't just do Auburn Lacrosse on this YouTube channel. We also do the Rec League Championships for football, basketball, and normally softball. Tomorrow will be those basketball games. That's going to be a shot, but it's off the stick of Greg Morgan. Another fantastic save. That was number 28, Nick Powers, with the shot taker there for the Broncos. Sorry, that came right in the middle of my plug.
It's all right. No, we still heard your plug.
Remember, those games will be right here on WEGL 91.1 FM's YouTube channel. They're always fun and they're always exciting. As Hudson Carter is going to take a shot, but it's saved. It had to bend backwards for that one. This ball still on the ground. Picked up by number 18, Ethan Pustisi, who is going to pass this one off with 7:39 left to be played in this third quarter. Auburn leads by 4. 8-4 is your score. Carter takes a slow walk up. He'll carry it around the back into the X, back to Miles Lobato. It'll be Lobato and Hudson Carter back inside the X for the Auburn Tigers, as now number 50, Jackson Derrick, is going to take it to his right, passes back to Hudson Carter. Back to number 5, Miles Lobato. Lobato. Back over to number 10, Ian Fitzgerald. Back to number 6, Zach Jones. Jones. Long pass to the middle. That's going to be a shot and a goal for number 10, Jamie Maroney, but they say his foot stepped on the crease.
And that's what happens in lacrosse. If any part of your body either touches the crease or lands within the crease and the ball ends up in the back of the net, it is a no goal, and that is just what happened right there.
Got a little bit out in front of the referee's whistle there. I'm sorry, folks. Thought that was going in, but it was a great effort play from Jamie Maroney to get that shot off, as the Broncos will take this one in their attacking third. Still can't get over these beautiful brown unis for Western Michigan. Just a reminder, folks, if you see any way we can improve the broadcast or the stream, please feel free to let us know in the comments or any other ways. That shot is over the goal. A great job by some Auburn defenders to get their sticks on the shot taker, number 24, Chris Vostel. He's a senior attacker from Plymouth, Michigan. This one is ruled dead. I think they're going to call a issue with the equipment from the goalies. As I think, no, excuse me, it's still the same goalie for Western Michigan, and Zach Morris maybe just had an issue with his helmet or something like that. 5:51 left in this third quarter, 46 seconds on the shot clock. But like I said, you can let us know on my personal Twitter at Noah_Phillips64. Try not to keep it on WEGL AU's Twitter, though, because I don't want other people to know that this isn't a perfect broadcast inside this organization. Shot, Western Michigan picks this one up from their attacking third. Back over to number 10, Howard McCollum. Back to number 15, Eric Ryan. Back to McCollum. McCollum, 18 seconds on the shot clock. Western Michigan goes across the crease, looking for somewhere to go. He'll receive a pick. That's number 24, Chris Vostel. Vostel, he's looking for something, but he can't get there. Whole lot of aggression and a whole lot of hitting each other there from Vostel and the Auburn Tigers. It'll be ruled dead. It'll be Bronco ball as Vostel will pick this one up. 5:04 left in this third quarter. Auburn leads 8-4.
Yeah, there was some good defense by the Auburn Tigers, keeping Vostel out from being able to take a shot, but the Broncos still have the ball, so they can still get a goal in this possession.
Michigan takes a long shot. That's number 19, Matthew Darbos, his first shot of this matchup. As this, a big hit there from number 15, Eric Ryan, as he'll get that one back for the Western Michigan Broncos. Number 44, Jordan Cortez, will take this ball on the high side of your screen. number 4, Frankie Anus. Anus takes it from that left side. Ground ball back to number 6, Grant Shipman. 8-4 is your score. 3:59 left in this third quarter.
Western Michigan appears to be looking for some opportunity to get a shot in the back of the net, but Auburn's defense seems to be holding tight and really preventing Michigan from getting a chance.
Number 18, Ethan Pustisi. He's going to take this one for the Auburn Tigers. Long shot. That's a shot and a goal. A ground ball takes a bounce, and it lines up in the back of the net. 9-4 is your score.
That was a great shot by Ethan Pustisi, and that was from pretty far out. That was right around the border between that was right around the back end of Auburn's attacking third. But I mean, and with the bounce on the shot, those were really hard to save.
And normally Ethan is on the defensive end for the Auburn Tigers, so he knew he had to put everything in that shot. He might not be taking a lot more this season.
No, but I mean, that was a great shot anyways, and that was perfectly placed. Especially shots with bounces on them are harder for the goalie to read, so.
Auburn Tigers get this one off. That's number 22, Aiden Garrett again with the face-off as he's going to win that one. Dominic Anacarrico. He's going to cut to his right. He's going to get a shot, but it's saved by number 35, Zach Morse of Western Michigan. And give that kid his credit. He has done an absolutely phenomenal job in the crease for the Broncos today.
He certainly has. I mean, he's prevented a lot of shots from going in for Auburn, and if he wasn't playing as good as he has been today, I don't think this score would be a lot higher for Auburn.
3 minutes left here in this third quarter. Auburn leads 9-4. As you can see, there's quite a crowd inside the Auburn Sports Complex today to come out and watch this beautiful game of lacrosse. Of course, this will be the last time the Auburn Tigers are in action before going down to Florida to take on 2 SELC South divisional opponents in the Florida Gators and the USF Bulls. Both those games will be important as Auburn sits 1-1 inside the SELC South Conference. If they win both of them, there's a good chance they will at least be second when the SELC tournament comes around in LaGrange, Georgia. That pass all the way back to the X for Western Michigan. Number 4, Frankie Annis will take it to his left, but he's going to lose it. This ball up in the air. Picked up by Anacarrico maybe, as this one is going to be picked up by number 2, Bradley Meach. Greg Morgan with a long pass to number 19, Derek DeAngles. DeAngles, captain of this team, passes to another captain, number 6, Zach Jones. Minute 50. Let's be played in this third quarter.
Auburn seems to be taking their time setting up this, probably their last offensive action of this third quarter.
Auburn, long pass that goes awry. Number 5, Miles Lobato, is going to have to pick this one up before it goes out of bounds. Back over to number 29, Jack Slack. Over to number 36, Nathan Zonrick. Over to Hudeker. Hudeker does a fake pass over to number 4, Hudson Carter. Carter gets a pick as he's going to go around the bend. He's going to shoot, but it's saved by Morse. 9-4 is your score. Minute 05 left on the game clock. 72 seconds on the shot clock, but that does not matter anymore. We're operating in game clock time.
Western Michigan will probably try to hold for the last shot of this third quarter, try to cut down this Auburn lead, but
that ball goes awry on the pass, picked up by the Western Michigan Broncos. 37 seconds left in this third quarter. Michigan cuts to his left, goes to his right. That's a shot, but that's off, I believe, the top of the stick of Craig Morgan, as this one is going to go out of bounds. Ethan, number 45, Eamon Cummins, closest to it when it went out of bounds, as there's 22 seconds on the game clock. Auburn again leads 9-4, maybe looking to add one more before we go to the fourth quarter. Picked up by number 6, Zach Jones. Long pass to Linshoni. who is going to shoot, but that one's way up in the air, and it's going to fall with 2 seconds left to be played as they're going to play physical. Pass right there to Zach Jones goes over his head and would have been a second or two late. Folks, Auburn leads 9-4. Hold those fours up. We're going to take a quick break. When we get back, it'll be time for fourth quarter action here on WEGL 91.1 FM. And welcome back inside the Auburn Sports Complex. It is the fourth quarter of action as Auburn leads 9-4 here on the Plains. It's been a great day for Auburn sports. Like I told you, Auburn winning over Arkansas, and Auburn up at half 38-30 over in Florida in the SEC championship game. As Auburn has an opportunity to close this game out before an important road series, as number 22, Aiden Garrett, is going to win that face-off, but it'll go out of bounds off of the pass as 8 seconds has elapsed here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, that pass was just a little bit too high for Zach Jones to catch, but, I mean, Auburn's up by 5, so they can be a little bit more risky right now.
Number 21, Andrew Grubb, is going to pick this ball up for the Auburn Tigers. Back to number 1, Collie Blythe, the senior from Auburn, Alabama. As Casey Linchoney has it now. Zach Card has it, or not Zach Card. Number 6, Zach Jones had it. Back over to number 29, Jordan Selesli. Selesli over number 5, Miles Lobato. Lobato over number 25, Ian Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald, he still takes it. Back over to 29, Selesli. Back to Lobato. Back to Hudson Carter. Carter and Jones back on the X for the Tigers. Bocic over to number 29, Selesli. Selesli, he's going to take a screen but go to his left. Can't find the open space. 36 seconds on the shot clock as Lobato passes to number 25, Fitzgerald. Jones looking for something, maybe across the middle. Pass to Bocic in the middle, cannot be received. It's picked up by Western Michigan. 13:41 left in this matchup.
Western Michigan is looking to get an early goal here to try and cut down on this Auburn lead. They need 5 goals this quarter to have a chance to tie it, but that's a stretch, especially with how Auburn's been playing on both the offense and defensive end of the ball.
Western Michigan in on goal, takes a shot that goes low. That was number 42, Jordan Cortez, a senior out of Tinley Park, Michigan, makes it 9-5 here in the fourth. Our machine works, folks. It just took me a long time to press the scoreboard, or scoreboard plus is what they call it in OBS. 13:20 here in the fourth quarter.
And with that early goal by Western Michigan, they've got 4 more goals to tie this game back up at 9, but Auburn's been doing well, keeping Western Michigan from getting these goals.
This ball is going to hit the net after number 7 for Western Michigan loses their stick. That was number 14, Hunter Butterworth, on the faceoff there, a junior faceoff specialist from Dallas, Georgia. Dominic Anacarico can't look that one in, but Zach Jones behind him to take it. Hudson Carter around the crease trying to get middle. He finds it. He takes it off the ground. Hudson Carter pointing down. He knows he made it 10-5 here at the Auburn Sports Complex.
Oh, what a shot by Hudson Carter. That was beautiful, especially that was an odd angle to take the shot from. Woo-wee.
Basically took it from underneath the ground. You know, if that lacrosse stick could go underneath, that's where he would have taken it from. He took it from one knee, couldn't really tell. He knows that's going to be a good highlight as Hunter Butterworth gets ready to take another face-off.
Yeah, that's definitely going on the highlight reel from this game. It was beautiful.
Do want to shout out Isabel for giving these close-ups of the face-off, something we have not thought of doing our entire time out here at the Auburn Sportsplex. Back to number 8. Hampton Yarborough. Yarborough gets a pass off. Zach Jones. It gets deflected, though. Jones is going to pick up this ground ball. 70 seconds on the shot clock. Jones in around the crease. Pass to Linchoni, who shoots and scores. Top right. Top bends, makes it 11-5 here at the Auburn Sports Complex. Ooh, referees are talking about it. Might have talked a little bit too quick. 12:32 left in this broadcast. Already hit the up button on it. There it goes. Referees call it a goal, and it was a fantastic goal for number 3, Casey Linchoni, the junior out of Alamento, California.
Yeah, that was a quick goal from Auburn. They are continuing to increase their lead, and after I don't think they were that happy when Western Michigan scored their 5th goal.
12:32 left in this 4th quarter. Of course, also want to give a big shout out to Eagle Eye TV. We do use their cameras over here on WEGL 91.1 FM for these live streams. They do great work. Check out their website, eagleeyeauburn.com. This ball goes across back into the defensive third for Auburn. They're going to pick it up. That's number 26, Jack Slack, with the pickup there. Morgan, long pass that's received by number 5, Miles Lobato. Number 21, Andrew Grubb, also thought he could have had it. Now back to Hudson Carter. Number 26, Selesli. Takes a wind up, but doesn't extend. Back to number 29, Jordan Selesli. Selesli takes a shot that goes high.
I don't know if he needed to take that shot. I mean, Auburn can slow down, just kind of keep the ball. They don't really need to take any more shots right now. They've got a pretty big lead so far.
Back over to number 13, Chris Bocic. Back to number 29, Selesli. That pass goes awry, but it's going to be picked up by Fitzgerald in a clear area. Now back to number 4, Hudson Carter. Carter back to number 29, Selesli. Selesli makes a move to his left, back over to number 13, Bocic. Bocic, he's going to have to take a little bit of aggression. Back to number 29, Selesli. Selesli over to Hudson Carter. Nobody in the X now for the Auburn Tigers. Jones takes a run back there, though. Carter. Selesli. Back over to number 5, Miles Lobato. Lobato, 8 seconds on the shot clock. He's going to take a shot that goes wide left, hits number 35, Zach Morse, the goalkeeper's stick. Resets to 80 seconds. 11:07 on the game clock. Jones back over to his right, over to number 4, Hudson Carter. He also gets a screen from Jones. Number 25, Ian Fitzgerald, goes around the crease to his left, shoots and scores. Finds the bottom of the net, goes around the crease and makes it 12-5 here at the Auburn Sportsplex.
Yeah, that shot looked like he could have been a little bit behind the back. It's kind of hard to tell from this angle, but that was a beautiful shot. And Auburn continues to extend this lead after Western Michigan's only goal so far of this quarter. Auburn has scored 3 in a row.
As they say down here in the South, that shot was purty. Great job by him to find the bottom of it. Of course, I've talked a little bit about this upcoming Florida series against the Florida Gators and the USF Bulls. Will not be the last time we have a live stream here on WEGL. That'll come in 2 weeks against the Clemson Tigers as Auburn looks to carry a little bit of momentum not only through that game for the SELC championship, but for the Iron Bowl of Lacrosse as that game's played up in Birmingham. That'll be the last game of the season for the Auburn Tigers as they hope to not only play in the SELC tournament, but maybe even the national tournament. I know it's the top 16 teams, and our friends over at Varsity Club Lacrosse has us currently at 16th. So look for that to potentially be a storyline for these Auburn Tigers making it back to the promised land of the NCAA tournament.
That would be great for the Tigers if they could make it that far, but I mean, it's lacrosse. There's options.
Number 50 for the Auburn Tigers, Jackson Derrick, freshman midfielder from Onway, Maryland, takes it to his left. He's going to get a little bit of a spin. He takes it back over to number 10, Jamie Maroney. Maroney, he'll cut to his left. Back to number 77, Hudaker. Can't take the long shot. He's going to fake the pass, cut to his left. Pass now to number 6, Zach Jones. Jones, 8 seconds on the shot clock. Jones goes to his left, cuts right. He's got an opportunity. He'll shoot, but it can't find its way in. Fantastic save as now Western Michigan has an opportunity for a coast-to-coast here. Back over. That shot or pass cannot be looked into. The 10 receiver was number 24, Chris Vostel. 9-13, 12-5 is your score. Auburn leads. Western Michigan shoots and scores. There's even a penalty flag up in the air. Vostel makes it 12-6.
Excellent shot by Vostel, and I don't know if they can score 6 goals in 9 minutes to tie this game up at 12 while keeping Auburn from scoring. So,
well, it is March.
That is true.
The thing you got to remember. It is March. Anything can happen during this month that we so much idolize here at college sports.
Yeah. It's called March Madness for a reason, and lots of crazy things tend to happen. It can be a little bit wild, I would say.
Number 14, Hunter Butterworth, is going to pick this face-off up. Butterworth back over to number 5, Miles Lobato. Lobato will take it from the logo. 8:50 left to be played. Auburn also a man down as it's number 45, Eamon Cummings, serving a 1-minute penalty. 40 seconds left on that man down opportunity.
Yeah, but Auburn's in the offensive end, so they'll probably try to wait it out until they're back up at full strength before trying to put the ball in the back of the net.
Lobato, from the bottom of your screen, is going to carry it to his left. He's going to take a couple screens, take a couple hits. That pass to Fitzgerald cannot be a great opportunity there with a little bit of a pick and roll, but Fitzgerald just a little bit too much in front of that pass as Western Michigan takes it to the right side into their attack third. 8 minutes left in this fourth quarter. Western Michigan, that's number 6, Grant Shipman. He'll pass it off to number 44, Jordan Cortez. Cortez over to number 48, Aaron Ellsworth. Goal line extended now for Western Michigan. Can't read a number. That's number 44, Cortez. Cortez passes over to number 6, Shipman, as Western Michigan still around the bend. That's a shot that goes way over. We're back to even Stevens. I don't know if I said that. Auburn closest to it as we have a man down on the turf here at the Auburn Sports Complex. We are going to take a quick break. We'll be back in just a minute here on the Auburn on WEGL 91.1 FM. Auburn leads 12-6. And welcome back inside the Auburn Sports Complex. That was number 4, Frankie Ennis, going off the field under a good bit of his own power. We wish him the best. Of course, just a freshman attacker for Western Michigan. Do not want to see anybody get hurt. We wish him the best from the broadcast booth over here. Morgan will make a pass over to number 19, Derek DeAngles. Now back over to number 21 for the Tigers. That's Andrew Grubb. Now back to number 50. 6 minutes, 58 seconds left here in this fourth quarter. Auburn leads 12-6, looking to maybe garner just a little bit more momentum before 2 huge SELC South Divisional matchups coming up next weekend down in Florida. That's a long pass over to Zach Jones. That one got tipped as Western Michigan's going to pick this ball up. And with those games down in Florida, of course, we do not travel over here at WEGL 91.1 FM, but I do believe Florida will be streaming both of those games, and I'm pretty confident they, along with Florida State and the rest of our colleagues in the SELC South that do streams, do fantastic work, same as us, as I hope you people find watching, or y'all find watching our broadcast here at WEGL. 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Auburn leads by 6.
Western Michigan's going to need a goal a minute if they want to tie this game up. But
that ball is going to hit the ground. That was number 24, Chris Vostel, taking the shot from his knees there. That goes out of bounds. They were closest to it. 5:51 left in this first quarter as I'm starting to cramp in my leg.
I think all 3 of us are, Noah. I think all 3 of us are starting to cramp.
Western Michigan takes it from the goal line extended. They'll pick this ball up off the ground ball. Great work there from number 26, Jack Slack, to play some good defense, some good hard physical defense to force that out of bounds. Goalkeeper in for the Auburn Tigers, number 30, Landon Reichert, a sophomore goalie from Boca Raton, Florida. Every time he gets in, I have to say that he is from Boca Raton, Florida. Number 55, Caleb Karanka, pass this ball off as Auburn looks to set something up here. Maybe slow it down just a little bit. 5:10 left in this fourth quarter. Auburn leads 12-6.
Auburn is going to want to run down the shot clock because Western Michigan is going to be looking to score very early and very quickly once they get the ball. So
that pass from Hoedeker is just off the stick of number 4, Hudson Carter, as the Broncos are going to pick this one up. If anybody is watching this, that's maybe an incoming freshman, or just as Dominic Ancario has an opportunity here. He can't look that one into his stick, but that's a big hit. Again, this ball is still on the ground, and the referees are going to have to whistle this one dead. This one going the way of the Tiger.
That was a good disruption by Dominic Anacarico to interrupt Western Michigan's offensive opportunities.
Number 39 for the Auburn Tigers, Hunter Heiderflee, a freshman from Daphne, Alabama, will take this ball out. Back over to number 99, Tyler Ward. Number 36, Nathan Zonrick, sophomore from Brentwood, Tennessee, will take this one. He'll give a pick out to number 77, Thomas Hooker. Back to number 36, Zonrick, who will shoot that one. It'll go wide left after hitting the ground once. Zach Jones pick it up from the X. Number 99, Tyler Ward, into the game now as well. Jones. Back over to Ward, who's going to take it, and he's going to behind the back but can't get it. He wanted that one bad. Just didn't get the flick that he needed on the behind the back shot.
Yeah, it also wasn't a great angle for the behind the back shot. He was very even. He was parallel to the goal, I would say. So that would have been a hard angle anyways.
That's a shot and a goal, though, for number 39, Hunter Heiderflee, a freshman from Daphne, Alabama, getting a big goal there to make it 13-6 here in the fourth quarter.
And And that's just going to make it even more challenging for Western Michigan to tie this game up. And I don't think it's possible at this point. I know it's March. I know things go crazy in this month. But I think Auburn has control of this game.
I think so as well, as I believe Western Michigan or maybe Auburn is going to take a timeout to readdress and maybe put some new players into the game. 3:39 is all that's left here in the fourth quarter. Auburn leads 13-6. When we get back, we'll have the final moments of action here from the Auburn Sports Complex. You're watching WEGL 91.1 FM's YouTube channel. Welcome back into the Auburn Sportsplex. 3:39 is all that we have left to go here as Auburn leads 13-6 against Western Michigan as they look to build up some momentum going into those very important last SELC South Divisional matchups. Noah Phillips, Shannon Trevo, Isabel Hoffman on the cameras as we are underway. This one's going to be awarded to Western Michigan. It is starting to be a little bit chilly out here for my liking.
That's why I brought a jacket.
I did not. I'm out here in shorts, polo, and a hat with green on it because I was not going to get pinched when I woke up this morning. Happy St. Patrick's Day as well, everyone. Western Michigan from just outside of the midfield logo. They'll take it to the left. Number 4, Frankie Annis. Annis from the goal line extended. 3 minutes on the dot left to go. Now back to number 10, Howard McCollum. He'll go inside, but he's taking a lot as it's saved by Craig Morgan. Or not Craig Morgan, Randon Reichert, who came into the game just a bit ago for the Auburn Tigers.
Auburn seems to have swapped out quite a few players, bringing in some newer faces, and it's a good opportunity for some of the players who don't get a lot of playing time to.
A lot of these younger players will need some reps going not only to keep the faces fresh, but, of course, next year we're going to continue. I hope to continue to bring you some great lacrosse action here on WEGL 91.1 FM. Auburn will take this just outside of their own bench. Back over to number 99, Tyler Ward. That is a big human. Good Lord. Number 7, Michael Chkrosky. He's going to take it to his right. Back over to number 16, Borden Morin. Borden Morin loses that one as Western Michigan takes this inside their attacking third. Minute 56 left to be played here in this matchup. 6-7 seconds on the shot clock. We are very close to approaching the moment where the shot clock does not matter anymore. Minute 42, Western Michigan still trails by 7 here in this fourth quarter. Michigan over to the right, takes a shot, but it's saved by Landon Reichert. Great move by him to get on his horse to save it. Now over to number 7, Michael Chkrosky. Over to number 24, Reese DeFloppis. D. Phillips. Number 42, Michael Duffy has this one for the Auburn Tigers. He's going to take a shot, but it goes wide left as number 88 for the Auburn Tigers was closest to it. That is Caden Stanley, a freshman attacker from Nashville, Tennessee. Stanley over to number 42 for the Auburn Tigers, who's going to dive for that goal, and he's got it. That's Michael Duffy, a freshman attacker from Madison, Alabama, as he gets a very, very important one as it's 14-6.
That's probably going to be Auburn's last goal of the game. And that was a great shot from Michael Duffy to probably end this game.
You can tell he wanted that one bad. Got embraced by his teammates there. A great job by him. 57 seconds left to be played here in this fourth quarter. The sand is quickly approaching the bottom of the hourglass. This ball still on the ground. Still a scrum for it. That might be all 52 seconds. Never mind. 50 seconds here for the Auburn Tigers. Number 14, Hunter Butterworth, wins another face-off there as he'll take it into the attacking third as well. 71 seconds on the shot clock. That matters no more. 38 seconds on the game clock is where this matters. Casey Linchoni, captain of this team, will pass it over to number 16, Morin, a freshman from Frederick, Maryland. He's going to drop one, and 22 seconds is all we have left here. I think Auburn may be intent to let the hourglass fill up on bottom.
I think they are as well. I mean, they don't seem to be in any hurry to pass this ball, get it any closer than that. I think they're content with the score as it is.
And they will have to be, as there is the buzzer, and Auburn wins another one, gaining some very powerful momentum before their games this weekend in the SELC South divisional games against the Florida Gators and the USF Bulls. What did you see out there?
I saw Auburn have some great offense, some great defense. There was a little bit in the first half, I would say. It was definitely very unbalanced. A lot of offense in the first quarter, a lot of defense in the second quarter. I feel like the second half was much more balanced between offense and defense. And they really held Western Michigan to very few goals.
That is right, folks. Very few goals indeed. 14-6 is your final score. We want to thank you for watching with us here at WEGL 91.1 FM. Reminder, folks, you can watch not only lacrosse here. We have rec basketball action tomorrow. Those games will go from 3 to 9. The last game starting at 9 o'clock. It'll surely be loads of fun. Reminder, you can watch that here on WEGL 91.1 FM. The shout-out will be tomorrow at 9 a.m. on Monday. That's Isabel Hoffman's show. I'm sure she's going to be talking about this great experience. But for Isabel Hoffman, Shannon Turvo, for myself, Noah Phillips, we want to thank you again for watching. A reminder, Auburn wins 14-6 over the Western Michigan Broncos. Thank you, War Eagle, and it's MCLA for life.